Hi everyone, Miss Lamb here. Today we're going to be troubleshooting a couple common issues on the clarinet. The first thing first, if you're having difficulty playing, is double check that you are sitting with your feet on the floor, sitting up straight, and using good air support. A lot of times something that is coming out on here is the result of using poor posture or air support. So double check that you've got that first. Another common thing that's easy to eliminate is sometimes when students are having difficulty, they turn around their reed and it's completely chipped and a disaster. So no amount of good mechanics is going to fix a reed that is chipped and beyond repair. So make sure that you've got a good reed, make sure that you've soaked your reed, that it's placed well, and that the ligature screws are not too tight and like strangling it. And if all that is good, that fixes a lot of problems right off the bat. Now, one of the most common issues on the clarinet is squeaking. So that is 9 times out of 10 a result of, instead of your fingers being like this, they're open. So I like to say that a lot of times squeaks are leaks. Leaks being your fingers are not quite covering this all the way. So just really double check. Remember, we want those like Cheerios that show up to make sure that you are covering all of these 100% and that no little spot is open. Another cause of squeaking could also be that you're bumping another key. So, for example, I'm so focused on my first, second, and third finger that I'm accidentally bumping this key and not quite curved enough around it. So sometimes, and especially once we add the right hand, these come into play and they're easy to bump. So just make sure that you're not accidentally bumping another key. Sometimes you're so focused about these fingers that your thumb starts bumping this. So just be really careful that all the holes are covered and that you're not accidentally hitting any other keys. The third thing that sometimes causes squeaking is if your mouthpiece is too far in your mouth. So what I mean by that, instead of taking a normal amount like this, it would be like your lips would almost be touching this ligature. That's way too much mouthpiece in your mouth, so just bring it right on out. If students are having a hard time actually just generating sound to begin with, sometimes like you're getting no sound. Sometimes that could be caused by biting down too much on this reed. So if I bite down too hard between my lower lip and my top tooth, then it actually just like cuts off all the vibration, which the reed vibrating against the mouthpiece is what causes sound. So if you stop that, you're not going to get any sound. Another thing that could be happening too is if you have too little mouthpiece in your mouth. If you're only taking this amount in, like you're not going to be able to get any sound because there's not even enough reed to be vibrating. So those are some common issues if you're getting like no sound at all. But too much mouthpiece would definitely result in squeaks. It's the too little that would result in not hearing anything at all, or the biting down too much. Another issue, which is less common, is if your corners are not firm enough, then in the mouthpiece is just loose. So if this is not a supportive and strong, it can kind of cause this to kind of be loose around here, and that gets your pitch to be really, really low, and it's difficult to kind of center your sound. So just make sure you got a really firm setup here that is holding that reed completely in place, and that will help out a lot. And again, we'll go over in lessons some other issues if you're having them, so please let me know, but these are just our most common ones. I'll see you in lessons. Bye.